Today we are working on the Honda CRF250L, which we have taken from a street machine to a dirt pounder. This thing has been awesome. As you can see, we just brought it in from the trails. We haven't even washed it off yet. We really should before we do an oil change, but time is a little tight right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and be a little extra careful. It's super simple to do, but there's a couple of small details that you wanna make sure you don't miss. So stay tuned, we're gonna show you exactly how to do it. Yep. First thing you're gonna do is remove the little skid plate here. There's just two 10mm bolts holding it on. Once you've got your two bolts out, you're just gonna pull it straight down, and in our case, we're gonna shake out all the debris outside. Right, with the skid plate off and most of the debris out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and pull this drain bolt. Of course, we've already warmed up the engine. You always wanna make sure you do that. And as you pull this off, you do want to make sure you either don't lose your washer, or best case scenario, you actually replace it. So make sure you hang on to that washer. We're going to set this aside. We're going to get this cleaned up. So with the oil draining, you're going to come to the right side of the back. This is the oil filter housing cover, and we're going to take this off. You're going to have to move around the brake pedal just a little bit, but it should be easy enough. You don't need to remove the brake pedal or anything. And it's 4 8mm bolts. There is a gasket behind here. You do want to make sure you save it, or again, best case scenario, you want to try and replace it. There is a spring behind this cover. You want to make sure you do not lose that spring. So we're just going to move the brake pedal and pull this off. And you can see this oil filter has what looks to be like a little rubber O-ring, or it's a rubber gasket there. When you install your new one, you want to make sure that rubber gasket, that O-ring, you want to make sure that faces the engine. And then there's your spring. You want to make sure you do not lose your spring. So we're going to set the cover aside. We're going to get this cleaned up as well. All right, we're about to install our oil filter. We're using a K&N unit here. KN112 is the part number. About $9 for this thing. Super cheap. And I always just lubricate this, just because it's how I was taught. And then again, rubber side in, just give it a firm push there, and hopefully that stays. At this point, you would replace your gasket. I recommend doing so. We did not have a replacement gasket on hand, so we're just going to be extra careful. The gasket material looks okay here. I'm going to definitely check it for leaks. If I got to come back later and replace the gasket, I will. And obviously you want to make sure that spring is in there, because that's what's pushing the oil filter itself into place. Always start these by hand. And of course I do opposite corners to get started. And the torque spec for this is only 7 foot-pounds. I mean, it's really nothing. So I'm just going to I'm going to run these down with my impact just to get them flush, and then I will just make them a little snug by hand here. Again, we're just going to snug them up. We're going to give this a good little wipe down, put the drain plug back in, and get this cleaned up. Once the oil's finished draining, take your bolt, make sure you got your washer on there, righty-tighty. I believe the torque spec on this is 20, 15, something very low. So similarly, we're just gonna make it snug. All right, so we're just gonna add 1.6 quarts of 10W30 motorcycle oil, of course. I always wanna make sure you use motorcycle oil to get this. We'll clean that off camera here. Get our filter ready to go. Okay, 1 quart down. So it calls for 1.6, so we're gonna be a little bit more than half on this bottle here. Okay, that should be about 1.6. So at this point, we are gonna take our clean cap and put that back on. Then we are going to run the bike for a few seconds, get the oil circulating. Then we're gonna check the oil sight eye here on the right side of the bike. We're gonna make sure the oil is between these two lines. Just ran the bike for a little bit, and we are about maybe an 1/8 of an inch below. Looks a little off in the camera, but it's at a little different angle. But I'm towards the top, but I'm happy with that. We're just gonna leave it and install our skid.